Premature and tiny, with father passed away, baby Isaac Newton was born on Christmas Day. The year was 1642, place a farm in Lincolnshire, and only 3 years later to would Isaac lose his mother. She remarried, moved away, came back 8 years later, a wealthy cold widow he had cause to hate her. In those years abandoned, Isaac lived a life lonely, getting from his grandmother clothes, food and board. Only a single word of warmth for her he never penned. When came her funeral he did not attend. And though he went to schools, walking miles through fields alone, the sober, silent Isaac had no friends there, it is known. Carvings that he made, though, show Isaac's mind was keen. Birds, beasts and windmills at his home can still be seen. As for his reunion with the one who gave him birth, she brought her new children, still gave Isaac little worth. To Grantham Grammar School she sent him swift away, with an apothecary, William Clark, he did stay. Chemicals all around, he explored alchemy. In Isaac's attic workshop, Clark allowed him liberty. He even blew a windmill powered by a miller mouse, and the only girl he loved Isaac met in that house. Close friends that they were, from all the pain he carried, he could not make more of it. Isaac never married, but at age 16 his mother dragged him back to become a grazier, a job for which he had no knack. Hiding beneath hedges, Isaac much preferred to read, as his sheep ran amok on neighbor fields to feed. Fighting for his return was Henry Stokes. Thankfully this father-like headmaster made Isaac's board and schooling free. For the man well knew just how miserly, when it came to Isaac, could his mother be. Stokes supported Isaac to Cambridge University, but to go he'd have to serve students more wealthy. For though his mother had the means to fund her son, her refusal meant he'd not enter as a gentleman. Would have to wait on tables, cleaning boots and latrines, mocked without a single doubt by lesser minds with greater means. And in 1665, through the land schools were closed, students were sent home so as to plague not be exposed. Isaac, now age 23, starts a solitary 18 months of work and discovery. Use of a prism, white light he would show was not pure as thought, but made of a rainbow. Mathematics knew Isaac would invent, also we call it calculus, and from that would grow the 3 laws of motion, telling why and how things move, and proof that force of gravity acted universally. Fruit falling from a tree may have been involved, but Isaac's true brilliance was that his equation solved that which up till then was just theory, matching observations to his mathematics perfectly. After the plague ended, he entered university and was soon elected to the Royal Society for his new invention of the reflecting telescope. But for Isaac's work on light, his pains meant he could not cope with critique that came from the senior a genius with his own scars, who for self of credit took. So for next 20 years Isaac would retreat, work in isolation on a task discreet, to turn lead into gold and to conquer death itself, tasting mercury and worse, not great for his mental health. This alchemic dream to him mattered more than physics ever did, but was against the law. He also scoured the Bible, thinking it corrupted, though to find secret codes and believed more so that Jesus was not God, but only his son, a heresy that if found out might have sent him to prison. It was also at this time that Isaac's mother died, yet despite all her sins he stayed firmly at her side. Now it's 1684, hermit Isaac gets a guest by name of Edmund Halley, who puts him to the test to prove mathematically that the force of gravity inverse square law obeyed elliptical orbits made. Isaac said he did the maths around 20 years ago, but for all his cluttered works these he could not find to show. So Halley asked Isaac for a most fateful favor, to write the proof out again. Thus came the Principia, a book that It's oft regarded in science's history as the most important and crucial to modernity. But for Isaac's tale, this was not the end. He fell to paranoia, driving off every friend, leaving physics and Cambridge to save England's currency. He would join the Royal Mint and in time its masterpiece. Not content to sit at desk, he went undercover to brothels, drinking dens, so as to discover counterfeiters, con men, utilizing methods cruel to extract confessions. Terror came his name and tool. Many lives he took, but currency he righted, and for this, not physics, he would end up